Similar. What about the daddy doing everything under the fucking sun? Don't nobody think about us. This is why I say, bro, you got to be selfish. I retract that. I'm not going yet. Let me touch on that shit. That's some shit that pisses me off to no end about suicide. For you motherfuckers to say, oh, it's selfish. Have you ever stopped to think why? I'm not disagreeing with you. Matter of fact, I'm going to agree with you, but I'm going to take it somewhere else. That's the first selfish shit that motherfucker probably did for his goddamn self, because he been giving every goddamn body else. Brothers out here giving the goddamn clothes off they fucking back. Bending over backwards for folks. Because we need to do this as a community. And the first goddamn selfish act they take is self-checkout. Have you ever thought about that, you stupid motherfucker? I'll debate that shit with any goddamn body. Y'all want to talk about self-checkout is selfish? You fucking right it is. That was the first time that person probably felt in control, if not in their life, at least in a long time. Because people don't even take that in consideration when you're doing shit for the community. It's just par for the course. Let me bring that shit back up. Now I'm in my bag. Now I'm in my bag. I was trying to be cordial to YouTube. Let me get in my bag. Go ahead and probably get this shit fucking demonetized. Bring this shit back up. Because men have fewer friendships and smaller social social networks than women do. We know that just by default. Women are the more social of the two. Them motherfuckers like to goddamn talk. They always gonna have a new friend, even if she can't stand the bitch. Tell me I'm lying. Which sometimes leave men without anyone when they lose their partner and kids to divorce. Yes, divorce was highlighted, but this is just relationships, period. I just told you, I've never been married. What's the other one I highlighted? Most men are high functioning and will continue to do their normal activities, but suffering in silence. We still working for those of us that want to call us lazy and we ain't shit. What I highlighted earlier. Black men don't often recognize depression or trauma as an issue, therefore don't associate self-checkout ideations as a problem. I'm going to tap on this real quick. We don't even recognize depression and trauma as an issue. You know why? Because that shit is par for the course in the black community. You're just supposed to deal with it. Especially when it comes from a black woman. Y'all can just talk to us crazy as fuck. And we just, man, you know, that's just black women, man. You know, that's just what the sisters do, man. This is how we talk to each other as men. Trying to slap a band-aid on it real quick. That's the way we try to joke our way out of feeling depression. We try to joke our way out of feeling bad in our community. Man, you know, that's just how it go, man. You know, once the sister get going, man, you can't argue with no black woman, boy. And the brother sit there smiling, man, I know, man, she be tripping sometime, man. Nigga toe the fuck up on the inside. Then you tell him to go get help. Are you going to pay for the therapy? Are you going to pay for the therapy? Because there's only so many bullshit free sessions that your job is going to give you. If you have that insurance. And when they think it's going to be a problem, they're going to let you go. Now you don't got no money coming in. You don't think that's going to put a strain on the household? But it just said, we'll continue to work like ain't nothing wrong. Because that's what black men do. That's what men do, period. Right now, I'm a pivot to talk about black men specifically. Everybody else, y'all can keep listening. But this was my real focus. That's why I titled it what I titled. If it could happen to a white man. Rest in peace to him. God bless his kids. But if it can happen to a white man, bro, what black men supposed to do? And I'm showing you the stats. I'm showing you the talking points. All in the description again. But we just work ourselves, trying to work away the problem. And you can't. Brothers, you got to tackle this shit head on. And when I say fuck that bitch, let me be clear. Some of y'all motherfuckers out there that's listening to me, that may hear this, some of y'all got mommy issues. You got to be able to say fuck that bitch to your mama too. You ain't got to say it directly to her. You just got to be able to say it about her. You got to be able to say that within yourself and know that you can rely on you. You have to exercise some spirit of fucking discernment. Because if you can say that shit about your mama, if you have those type of issues with your mama, if you can genuinely say that shit, then should no other woman be able to fuck with you. Because that's the woman you came out of. And it sounds fucked up. I know everybody wokety woke. But I don't want to hear that shit. Your mama black, your sister black, all that shit. I don't care. Because a lot of this shit going on the inside. A lot of this PTSD, it is childhood trauma. So again, that's why I walked the other points that I was talking about from boyhood to manhood. Ain't nobody do shit when he was 5. I done seen little boys that had cigarette butts put out on by their mama. I told you I work with kids. I done seen a lot of shit. He's probably in jail now. Just off his anger. It becomes so commonplace. That's why I tell some black men don't often recognize depression or trauma as an issue. Therefore, don't associate self-checkout as a problem. You just hurting yourself slower. You're checking out slower. Drinking, drugging, chasing these bird brain assholes. We are harming ourselves in a lot of these cases to make yourself feel better. I'm tired of that type of talk. We do so much of that shit in our community. We do shit so we can feel better instead of being better. That's my challenge to the community at large, but specifically my brothers right now. And I'm talking to me, I'm included. Fuck feeling better. Be better. It's going to be a step at a time. It's not going to be overnight. Don't none of us walk on no goddamn water. Me included. Me especially. Fuck it. Kofa ain't perfect, but I care. I want you here. Because guess what? Your kids still need you, regardless of what the fuck they say that they mama done put in their head. Regardless of what that bitch say over there. Regardless of what they're trying to push in the LGBTQ community. Because we're getting that shit too. That you no longer really need a father in the home. You and your mammy can suck a diseased dick. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Men are needed. Tell y'all all the time, bruh, you matter and you not crazy. You matter and you're not crazy. You see shit for what it is, but now you got to act on it. It don't do no good for seeing the world for what it is and you don't take action for yourself.